Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new to the channel, my name is Angie Patricio. I'm an industrial and organizational psychologist with almost a decade of experience in industry, specializing in change management, culture strategy, and transitions within organizations. If you find value in my channel and would like to see more content, hit that subscribe button and make sure you click on the bell notification below. So, how do you become an industrial and organizational psychologist? We'll be looking at the academic studies required, the Industrial Psychology Internship, and other requirements in becoming qualified as an industrial and organizational psychologist. While there are a few different routes that you can take to become qualified, I'm going to be speaking about what my journey was in becoming an industrial and organizational psychologist. I studied my undergraduate degree at the University of Johannesburg, completing my undergrad within 3 years. Thereafter, I moved on to an honors degree and a master's degree within industrial psychology. At the time that I completed my honors degree, it was a year full-time program, and thereafter I moved into my master's degree, which I also completed within 1 year. While some universities do have their master's degree over 2 years, I opted to do mine within a year so that I could complete my master's degree as quickly as possible. So in my personal journey of becoming an industrial and organizational psychologist, it took me a total of 5 years of studying to get up to my master's degree level. However, in order to become fully qualified as an industrial and organizational psychologist, you need to be registered with the applicable health professions within the country. This required me to do a year internship in which I looked at various areas within industrial psychology to really opt for which area I most enjoyed. The benefit of this is really to take advantage of fully learning every area of industrial psychology within your internship. So in terms of my internship year, I took every opportunity to get involved in as many areas of industrial psychology as possible, or even creating the opportunity within my internship year to really delve into the various areas that I was most interested in. Within your internship year, you will have 2 supervisors, one from the university and one elected from your company that you are working at. As I've previously mentioned in one of my videos that I explained industrial psychology in, which I'll link in the description box below, industrial psychology is a very broad area of psychology within organizations and generally does require you to specialize in one of the areas within your field. As an intern within a smaller organization, I felt like I had a lot more autonomy within my role to be able to really delve into some of the work that we do as industrial and organizational psychologists with the oversight of my supervisor from the business. Because I had opted to do my internship within a smaller organization, I was able to get a lot more hands-on experience, to run my own projects as an intern, to learn from my supervisor, but implement a lot more of the initiatives that I'd come up with. So, what are my top 3 tips for you in doing your internship in industrial psychology? One of the recommendations that I can give you is to record all your evidence. This is really key, not only from an auditing perspective, but also from an individual journey perspective. You can always, at a later stage, refer back to some of the interesting projects that you got involved in as an intern and use it as a baseline or foundation for some of the work that you might be doing at a later stage. Secondly, get as much experience as you can during your internship year. This is really the best opportunity that you have to delve into all areas of industrial psychology. Not every industrial psychologist is going to be a specialist at everything. This will really help you to identify the areas of psychology that you enjoy, that you can actually specialize in, and really find your niche area within the industry. And lastly, get involved in all possible and potential projects that might come up, and also look for opportunities that you can propose to the business that would add value to them, but also to yourself at the same time. So moving into the board exam, this is a national health exam that you need to take in order to fully qualify as an industrial psychologist. The Industrial and Organizational Psychology board exam is very much focused around practical implementation of the theory that you have learned, as well as applying applicable laws and ethics in dealing with various situations within the workplace, because that ensures that we are doing no harm within the organization and adding as much value as we possibly can as industrial and organizational psychologists. After writing my board exam, it took around 4 to 6 weeks to get my results that I had passed and was officially an industrial and organizational psychologist. The final step in this process was to go to the Health Professions Council and finalize my registration as an industrial and organizational psychologist. However, the learning does not stop there.
What?
As a registered industrial and organizational psychologist, you are required to keep up to date with the most relevant information in the industry and upskill yourself. So, what are CPD points? This is where CPD points comes in. You're required on a yearly basis to attain 30 CPD points, of which 5 of those points need to be ethics points. These continuous professional development points are awarded from accredited service providers. The service provider will tell you how many points you will attain for doing the various areas of the work. So what are my top 3 tips for anybody that is interested in going into industrial and organizational psychology? Firstly, the journey of becoming a registered industrial and organizational psychologist is a really lengthy one, which will require at least 5 years of studying at a university level, plus a year internship and writing of the board exam. It is quite a long journey for many people, and you need to be prepared for what you're getting yourself into. My second tip, if you're interested in getting into industrial psychology, is try and get experience as early as possible. As a university student, try and get into an organization that you can take on a part-time role in either assisting with admin within an industrial psychology practice or firm, or within the HR field within an organization. This is really going to give you a lot more industry experience into what we actually do and will set you ahead when you do start your internship. My last tip that I can give you in terms of your journey in becoming an industrial and organizational psychologist is try and figure out as quickly as possible the area of psychology that you are interested in going into. Try and gather as much experience or conversations as possible of the various disciplines within industrial psychology so that you can decide as early on as possible the area that you would like to become an expert in. So if you are interested in becoming an industrial and organizational psychologist, here is a recap of my IOP journey that I took in becoming accredited. Thanks guys for watching my video. As always, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.